Greetings and bienvenue, Midnight Crew. Thank you for returning to this broadcast. And welcome to new viewers joining us for the first time. If you like a video, then feel free to subscribe.
The story of user Strah on X. Strah, a Yugoslavian Civil War vet, was experiencing some things he could not explain. During that day, those things got worse and worse. Strah survived 24 hours exactly. The users of X assisted Strah in these 24 hours, using a chat room they created on seba003.chat.mibbit.com. Room name was #Balkan30. There was a user named Strange who somehow connected with Strah, and even at a certain point started to experience very similar things Strah was experiencing at the same time. Some things, like bleedings, even at the exact same time. Other users claimed they felt like someone was watching them. It all started on the X board. This board Strah found on Google while he was looking for explanations for the things that were occurring. He saw others share their stories and did the same. Strah was a new user. I've left out the reactions of other posters if they were not of any importance to Strah's story. Okay, so tonight the weirdest thing did happen. I was sleeping when I woke up because I heard a door slam downstairs. Immediately I grabbed my gun. Burglars are often armed over here, and went down trying to be as silent as I could. As I went into the hallway downstairs, I saw the door into the kitchen was open. I never leave that open, but as I was halfway down the hallway it slammed close in front of me, really hard. I ran into the kitchen. It was dark, but I have lived there since 1980, so I can't really run into objects by accident. Turned the light on. Nothing. Living room, nothing. All the other rooms, nothing. Checked all the locks, but everything was locked. Checked all the rooms upstairs. Thought maybe he went upstairs somehow, but nothing was there too. Upstairs everything was locked. Checked all windows in the house, all closed tightly. WTF could make a door slam shut so hard? There was no draft, all windows closed, and obviously no one else was in the house. Can't be my fiancée too, because she's on a business trip to another country. Can't be any ghosts too, because they don't exist, and even if they did, they would be made of thin air and could not open, close any doors. They probably just would go through them. This actually really creeped me out, and I must say that I'm not very easy to creep out. Saw too much shit in war to let anything creep me out anymore. But somehow this really got to me, especially since I can't explain it at all. I even remember the exact time the first time the door slammed, as I don't know why, looked immediately at the alarm clock when it woke me up. It was 3:03 a.m. this morning. It's 10:05 a.m. here now BTW, and I'm sitting here with my gun and thinking if I should call the cops or not. If I call them, I might look like a fool because they wouldn't probably even believe me. WTF is this? X, some earth magnetism or something. Could that be it? Can that slam doors? People, sorry if I somehow sound a bit sarcastic maybe, or whatever it is called, but this really got to me. I don't know what to think anymore. Am I going crazy maybe? I really appreciate your help even if it maybe doesn't sound like it. Okay, so it happened 2 times now that the lights just went off in the living room. By itself. The light switch was still in the on position, so I first had to switch it to off so I could turn it on again. 2 times within the last 5 minutes. As I said before, I'm usually not easily scared, but this really got to me. I don't know too much about the previous owners of this house, only that they were an elderly couple, and as far as I know no one died in this house. I've been living here for more than 30 years now and never something like this ever happened. Okay, so I heard a squeaking noise in the attic and went up there. Turned on the light and climbed the stairs. Halfway the stairs the light turned off and I heard a click sound of the switch. I went back down and the switch was physically turned off. I took a piece of sellotape, got back, turned the light on and stuck the sellotape to the switch so it remained on. Then I locked the entrance door to the attic and went upstairs. I was just at the top of the stairs when the light shut off with a click again, and when I went down the sellotape was broken. That's it, I'm leaving and going for a walk, maybe it will clear my mind a little. Okay, so the walk wasn't a success. Something is happening to me and I really can't explain it. In the forest it felt like someone was watching me. Now that usually isn't really a problem. Happened before, but now it was different. Somehow just as if someone walks just a few feet behind you, at some moments even a few inches. I even could hear it breathing at the end, but that was probably just my imagination going wild. Another weird thing is that I didn't see any animals at all, not even birds. When I got back to the house all the doors were open, every single one of them. Wide open. As I checked the house, I could not find anyone who could have done that. In case of a prank. I'm sitting with my laptop in the cellar now. There's only one door to the cellar and I'm keeping my eye on it all the time. I have my flashlight and hunting rifle ready if needed, but I have to say honestly that I am afraid for the first time in life, and it's not a good feeling. I can't even call friends for help because they will think that I have lost my mind or something. What if they're right? I hear steps in my living room.
OP, let me ask you something. Have you seen a movie called The Strangers?
No, I'm not really into movies. Music is more my thing. But should I? Is it a documentary? I don't hear the steps anymore, by the way, but I'm not sure if it's safe to go there. My guts tell me to stay down here and wait. Easy to say, don't be afraid if you're not in one's shoes. Believe me, I would be less afraid if I knew it was just a person trying to harm me. But this is just strange. I've never chickened out or ran for anything in my life, and I will try my best not to do so now too. I am armed, sharp, and have enough rations for a week. Believe me, if there was a person in my house I would have found him, her. I was a soldier, a member of a unit I would rather not mention, but you have to trust me when I say that people cannot hide easily from me. I found them. The tape can be a coincidence, but the doors cannot. When I returned home, all the doors were open. I mean, the locks were still locked, but the doors were open. And I don't have any crappy locks. All my outer locks are made by multi-lock, no amateuristic stuff. This is not good. If there is a God, I swear in his name, this is not good. I was upstairs for a minute, the lights don't work, nothing. There is a smell upstairs that I cannot describe. The smell of decomposing bodies. If anyone here has ever been near a corpse, they will know what I mean. The jumping people sound continued for about a minute, and all of a sudden it got louder. Until it got so loud that I went back to the cellar. I think I am safest here. There are no windows, I have water and food, and there is only one door that I have locked and barricaded now. Believe it or not, this is not good. I wanted to go outside, but I couldn't. I had the feeling something bad would happen if I go outside. I'm best in the cellar, but I don't know anymore for sure. I'm confused now, really am. I'm really thinking of calling my best army companion, the only one I can really trust, but he's over 15 hours away from here. Don't know how to get through the night.
How long have you lived in the house? Have you been in the attic before?
In 1980, first my parents rented it, and when they moved away I bought it from the owners in 1990. Yes, I know every single corner is this house, every centimeter of it. And yes, I have been in the attic many times before. I've called my friend and he's on his way over here, but it may take him up to 15 hours to get here. I can't go outside because something bad is waiting for me there. The house is silent now, really silent. I never expected to be like this, but I don't dare to go outside now.
What time is it where you live right now?
I may be knowing what this is. I've heard it before but laughed at it many times. 21:18.
15 hours? Couldn't find anyone closer than that?
15 hours of road travel here is maybe like 5 hours of road travel where you live, and he is the only one I can trust with my life. The roads don't go in a straight line here, lots of mountains and speed limits in the way. For example, a route I took frequently. The take is 350 kilometers in distance, but it takes me 6 hours if I obey the speed limits.
So, where the hell in Europa are you from anyway? I don't suppose you're from a country with German as its primary language like me, judging by the nature of your mistakes while using English. Not judging, just analyzing. I'm a language guy.
The Balkans. All is silent now, and cold.
Like a cold spot or normal cold?
I have never been this cold, probably just stress. I just took an old jacket I have over here, fingers freezing though.
I figured. So I guess the Yugoslavian War. Heard some pretty fucked up stories from older guys I used to work with and once from a cab driver. Stories about people burning their tattoos with cigarettes in disgust. Those tattoos the soldiers had or still have with the serial number they had in the army. But also a lot of detailed stuff about torture, assaults, etc. It could be PTSD, but then, since the war was a long time ago, which I guess isn't typical for the syndrome. Guess I can't really help you. Considering this is all real. But then again, I don't frequent this board and am on here again after a long time.
Vivid IRC channel #Balkan30. OP used this to keep us better informed. Bumping, OP is an IRC for any who want to join.
From this moment on, user Strah does not use the topic anymore, but connects to chat. This is the log. Unimportant things are left out, so is some trolling and small talk of users.
Welcome, Strah.
Hi.
There's OP. Any news?
No, just silence. Now my phone died too, god damn it.
Maybe if you're up to it, venture upstairs.
I say don't go upstairs.
This also.
My head is spinning now, I don't know anymore.
You should stay put, bro.
Does your computer or laptop have a webcam of any kind?
Strah, what is your basement like?
Maybe you should just go to sleep.
Do you have any kind of medicine that would help you focus?
No, it's an old laptop.
Damn.
I have alcohol, but that won't help. And some regular ABO stuff, WTF.
You shouldn't drink. It would only make it worse if it's PTSD.
Someone's walking now.
It's important to stay alert.
Keep your eye on the door.
WTF, I don't drink, wait.
HM, if it was something paranormal, that door won't stop shit.
I just shot the door once.
Paranormal, not necessarily true.
True Paranormal.
Why did you shoot it?
Why?
The basement is now. The house might not be, but the basement is.
Something hit it hard.
Don't shoot it anymore.
It was reflex, was just with pistol.
God forbid robbers.
There's no robbers. If there were, I would have found them. No one can hide in my surroundings from me.
I believe you.
Bordenen, I don't know anything now.
Does her friend have Facebook or such social networks you could contact him with?
How strong is the door to your basement?
No, we're not that modern. Strange, it's old, this wood, thick wood.
Do you have anything more to reinforce it?
Don't know the name, Oak.
Has any of this ever happened before?
Go Scooby-Doo style and stack your furniture against.
WTF, never before, Bordenen. Can't do that. There's a stairs right at the door.
Strah, do you have nails?
Still quiet.
I don't have nails over here, only in the shed, but I really can't go out, no way.
Right.
I'd bet whatever it is, it's trying to get you out of the basement.
What is your basement like? What things do you have there?
That's the same as I am thinking too.
WTF, do you mean like drawing him out?
Yes.
Like a hunt?
He has rations for a week. He needs to stay put.
I have an old couch, some old clothes, my weapons, a freezer and fridge.
Like someone said, the basement is his, for now.
At least until his friend gets there. What sort of weapons do you have?
Strange, not much. I'm not on duty anymore. Just a pistol, hunting rifle, and 3 hand grenades.
Not a bad armament.
Do you know how old the house is? I know you said something about your parents living in it in the 80s, I think.
Yes, they moved in 1980.
Do you have any idea how long it had been there beforehand? And did they ever experience anything that you have listed in the thread before?
The house is made in 1941.
Oh, I see.
Strah, rig a grenade to pull and open when the door is opened. Make sure you can remove it when you want to leave. Position your fridge, freezer with your couch to give you some cover for when that door gets broken open. If it does, you blow up whatever comes through.
No, I know the previous owners too.
If not, you simply take the grenade down.
Well, if it's from 1941, that's a lot of years of bloodshed for the Balkans.
Could be something more than spirits.
Yes, Paranormal. Strange, these are a bit stronger than your usual ones. They're handmade by a friend. It would probably take me apart too.
If it's an entity as Strah describes, grenades won't do much.
Somehow it's still in my mind about how I laughed at those who were telling the dead were coming for them to get even. If this is true, then I am fucked, forever.
Is there any ways possible out diff than the door? Is it silent again?
They're still walking.
How many people does it sound like?
But it's not even really walking. It's weird. 3 or 4 maybe.
Definitely more than one.
Yes, for sure.
Can you make it if it's like paws with claws or boots or anything like that?
Oh my god, you are right. It's like paws.
Strah, I need to convey how important it is to keep your morale up. Don't let them get to you. Remember and believe that you will overcome this like everything else.
Not boots. That why sounds so weird. It's like the paws of example your dog but bigger.
Do you have paint on your laptop? If so, could you make a picture of your basement for me? I am simply interested.
Well, if it's paws, there are only a couple of things that have paws like that.
I'm trying, man, I really am. I'll try.
Thanks, just post it in the thread. Was anything out of place in your house? Other than the open doors? And do you have any way of communicating with your friend when he gets there?
How will your friend get to you if you're stuck in the basement and an unknown entity upstairs?
Strange, we have a code. Board and on, I really don't know.
Let's hope that your friend doesn't encounter this being.
Board and on, I told him about it but he wasn't impressed.
Wasn't impressed as he didn't believe you are.
Board and on, he will know that shit is going down. Nobody would ask a 15-hour journey for no reason.
True.
You have killed, you have been in war.
I hear ticking too.
Hellhounds can't get by the door unless it's open.
Like nails.
The spirits of the ones you killed, transformed into vengeance.
Where is the ticking coming from?
The floor above my head. It's right above me.
Is it possible that whatever it is trying to come through the roof?
Wait, BRB.
Okay.
A lot of hunters toy with their prey, especially powerful ones.
It's right above me and moves with me.
Nikolai, it's a known fact that most predator animals like to play with their prey. I would assume the same could be said for supernatural beings.
If I move, they move same.
It knows where you are.
I just tried it.
It moves when you move, so it is most likely connected to you in a way.
Do not shoot your roof.
Yes,
Whatever you do, don't give it any more eyes into your room.
I just tried it out. Wait.
Go in the part of your cellar with the wall. See if it can follow you there.
I can't see the door from there. Oh, okay. It follows me there too, but above me.
I don't like that it can follow him step for step without seeing him.
That is bad.
How does it know where I am? How?
It's the bullet hole.
Strange, that's closed.
Even though the hole is closed, its energy can still get through.
Okay.
It can still read through that hole, mean it can still track you.
Is that soldier guy in here?
Be certain that it now knows everything in your basement.
Okay.
Strah, this is almost exactly what happened to my aunt. She died 2 years ago. I remember going to her house one night and her telling me about this. It sounds almost identical to your story. She said she locked the door to her room and laid in her bed staring at everything. Then she ended up going to sleep, and she said it stopped.
It walks in a square above me. Why does it walk in a square? I dunno, man. I feel 1,000 emotions right now, to be honest.
I understand.
It's still cold here.
Is it quiet besides the breathing?
Yes, very quiet.
How loud is the breathing?
Does it seem like an angry warmth or a happy warmth?
What does the breathing sound like? Is it rapid, slow, relaxed, aggressive, maybe even raspy?
Doesn't seem happy. It's raspy.
Strah, I think you were right. From the beginning.
There is no other way, if only you know how frightened I am. With what? I don't even remember all. Strange, with what?
The souls of the dead.
I'm messed up, really.
You are overwhelmed with feeling cold.
I'm fucked, ain't I?
Don't give up hope.
I don't think there is a way out here, really.
They are projecting onto you.
Well, you know, if it's the souls of the people he killed, maybe all he needs to do is apologize and ask for forgiveness.
I did that, Paranormal.
A deep grudge isn't resolved that easy.
When I gave the chain. Note, in the missing part from 1605 to 1723, someone asked Strah what he had done in the war, or maybe he had something taken from then that is still in the house or in his possession. After first giving a negative answer, Strah mentioned his golden chain. It was made from gold that he took from the ones that he killed in that village. According to him, he was in a special unit that led the way for others and killed everything they ran into. Old or young, male or female. Strah took the chain from his neck, and when trying to put it through the bullet hole in the door, the chain was quickly pulled by something at the other side from the door. The door was getting hot as the cellar was freezing. Strah has placed a metal rod in the bullet hole to close it. He burned his hand when he tried to take it out so he could pass the golden chain. Mentioning that golden chain for a second time triggered something in Strah's memory, and he realizes something extremely important.
Update, Opus locked in cellar. Noises continue, walking upstairs. Something is screaming. Sounds like hundreds of people. We wait to hear news. It is calm now. Quiet. It's waiting.
Oh my fucking god. It's exact 20 years ago.
At this point, I would have said fuck it and walked out.
Strah, wait out the day. That is my advice.
They will kill me. It was yesterday exact 20 years ago.
So it was the Yugoslavian War. I posted that in the thread.
Why will they kill you?
The 20th of January, 20 years ago.
Pay attention to all your feelings. They want you to know what they feel.
I knew today had something to do with it when he said something about that chain.
Oh my god, I'm fucked.
Me too, Paranormal.
No, Strah. You're not fucked.
I deserve this.
Strah, listen to me. You might deserve it.
Oh my god.
And if you really feel that way, confront it. Be honest with it.
Guys, I won't get out here alive. They came for me. Not the chain. It's not the chain, it's me. January 20th, 1992. This is the final day for me. 20th as in 20 years ago. 1992 as in 20 years ago. 20th plus 1 as in the 21st, today.
This will all be over by the time his friend gets there.
Yes, this is my final day here.
His house will be perfectly intact. All that his friend will find is a bullet hole in the cellar door.
This is my final day here. I am doing it. Sending him a mail to his phone as we speak.
Strah, it seems we are out of options.
It's all like a puzzle. Now I get it.
They'd presumably be after him after you. Save his life, at the very least.
Blurb, his friend has nothing to do with this. It's come to claim him.
20 years ago, on the 20th of the 1st, I went into this village. I went into this village and created hell on earth.
Was it just you, Strah?
I was cleaning the way for others.
Just wait till daylight. Don't leave there until then. If you really should die from this, it doesn't matter when, right? Better die in daylight.
It's 1:47 here now. Sun rises at 7:15. It always amazed me that I survived that. How could I forget? Same as all the time, only silent.
Strah, it would be beneficial to you to remember everything you can.
I killed a complete village that day.
Everything you felt, smelled, heard. Everything. Recall it all. Strah, do you know empathy?
My missions were never on the regular news.
They want you to know what they felt.
Normal news only shows normal war. I had this coming.
What country specifically?
How could I not see it? Bosnia. Doesn't matter now anyway.
Do you still hear it?
It's silent now, but the smell is more. Let me see. Yes, hot. The letter is done. Everything comes together now.
Good luck. Be accepting.
The smell is stronger though. Even the time probably matches.
Just be careful.
I went into the village at night, probably the same time the door slammed yesterday. Caused a massacre, hell on earth they called it later, now they are coming for me. The phone can't charge, it's dead.
If he wants to make it through this, he has to open himself up to it. And even then, nothing is certain.
Let me put this letter somewhere.
The things that he has done, none of us can understand. The torment of souls killed in cold blood is something we will never understand. This is between him and them.
Guys, never raise a weapon against a fellow human. It always get back to you. Always. It's walking in square again.
Check the door.
Yes, the chain didn't do anything at all. Okay. Door is still hot.
Is the rest of the room still cold?
The metal rod is really hot too. Yes, the cellar is cold. I'm in a jacket and second pants here. Cellar, the light goes nowhere.
You mean, it doesn't reach the other side?
The light does not hit the wall of other side.
It's not going nowhere. It's still there. Blocking the hole.
Wouldn't I see it then?
Not if it's super close.
It's like you shine a light in the sky, it just goes on until it vanished. My friend mailed back.
If it is spirits of the dead come to claim him. What did he say?
He's coming anyway.
But if it's spirits, they want him to know what they went through.
I would give my life for him not to do so.
Yeah. I still feel it is time to take a stand, Strah.
I think so too. It's stomping every corner again, and the scream in the middle and the stomping to the right after the scream. It's colder now. My fingers are really cold. Door is not hot anymore, but it's getting really cold now, real cold.
Strah, it's time to face this shit.
It's doing square, stomps, and goes to the right. All the time the same. It must mean something.
It seems to be becoming more agile and patient even.
Strah, this is the end. It's either going to come for you or you for it.
Maybe it isn't just one entity. And I'm sure you didn't just kill one person. Sorry to get back to it again.
It was a small village.
Can you imagine exactly where he is walking into the room above you and with what he might be interacting?
Okay, but still multiple people.
Did it start making those squares after you shot or also before it?
After I shot it. Well, at the door, not it, but that was long after the shot.
It seems that loud noises tend to do something with it.
Is it getting colder still?
It's strange, it's freezing, really freezing. Wait, I found something else. I found this drawing. Note the file is missing.
Demon of War.
Remember, his friend won't be there till afternoon tomorrow.
Strange, then it will be all over. It's not even doing squares anymore, but there was no scream.
Completely unrelated, I'm sure, but all my lights just went out. My computer didn't turn off though.
Strange, are you all right?
This is the moment where User Strange is getting some similar things as User Strah has had. One can notice in the following period that it's like Strah is worrying about that and Strange's well-being.
Yeah, I'm good, just in the dark. Weirder shit has happened.
Way weirder shit.
What is attrition?
Attrition is the wearing down of a side in war, a war of attrition.
Strange, is your light back?
Nope, can't turn it on either.
Fuse.
Strah, I mean, let's say you open the door to the cellar and you are standing as though you are leaving it. Would you continue straight ahead to leave your house?
2:47. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette and go up.
My fuse box is untouched.
I'm going up in a few minutes, Strange. Smoking a cigarette before I do. I have 3 grenades on my jacket, a pistol in left hand and the shotgun in right. If anything goes wrong, I just blow everything to hell.
Wait, WTF, where do you get a shotgun?
I always had it.
He did have a rifle, which is sometimes synonymous with shotguns.
Why the hell didn't you use it instead of the pistol to shoot the door?
It's too powerful, would blow it to pieces. God knows what would enter then. Guys, this is gonna sound silly, but do something for me, okay?
Sure.
Let a light burn for one night if I don't come back. Tell people what really happened. Please, I beg.
Strah, we got you, man.
Strah, you can rest assured that a candle will burn for you in my window, and none of us will forget what is about to happen to you, whether you come back or not.
It screams now.
I'll leave a light on in my house.
I'll pour one out for you. Don't have a candle, though.
My nose is bleeding.
Strah, you are the baddest MF I know. Remember that.
Get the fuck out. Seriously? Your nose is bleeding. Please tell me you're joking.
User Strange is amazed because his nose started bleeding the same time Strah mentioned it.
Not joke, ears now too.
We're with you, Strah. Guys, my fucking nose is bleeding.
I can't open the door. It's unlocked but can't open. Can't at all.
Blow the door off with the shotgun.
I shot the lock off. Dunno where all this blood comes from. No pain, cold, I'm going, bye.
This is the last we heard from Strah at 19 hours, 59 minutes and 59 seconds PM chat log time, 2 hours, 59 minutes and 59 seconds AM local time. After 20 years, at the 20th day and the 20th hour, he steps towards the demons that were coming for him. Note that it came to an end at 3:03 AM local time. The exact time it all started a day before, the exact time he started the slaughtering of those villagers 20 years ago. The Devil's Hour. A day after all this, another user falls asleep at 20 PM and states the following. Chat log.
What's going on? Did I miss something?
Were you there yesterday?
What's going on? Did I miss something?
Were you there yesterday? So I was there the whole night, didn't sleep. Fell asleep few 2 hours ago, just for a nap, and that fucker came in my dreams. Straw dude, that is.
You could read that the wrong way, but I get what you're saying.
Haha, well, I knew I was dreaming somehow, so I asked him where he was. But he didn't answer me that. He told me he could be found between Krivakamna, whatever that was.
I wouldn't read too much out of it, tough. Dreaming about stuff you encountered while awake is a way of the human mind to deal with shit, but I guess I don't have to tell you that. I'm sure you frequent X more than I do.
Yeah, Krivakamna. At least that's what I understood somehow. So I started Googling as soon as I woke up. Krivakamna means crooked rocks in Yugoslavian. He lived in a house made of stone, rocks right. That's what he said in the log. Well, I knew I was dreaming somehow, so I asked him where he was, but he didn't answer me that. He told me he could be found between Krivakamna, whatever that was.
I wouldn't read too much out of it, tough. Dreaming about stuff you encountered while awake is a way of the human mind to deal with shit, but I guess I don't have to tell you that. I'm sure you frequent X more than I do.
Yeah, Krivakamna. At least that's what I understood somehow. So I started Googling as soon as I woke up. Krivakamna means crooked rocks in Yugoslavian. He lived in a house made of stone, rocks right. That's what he said in the chat.
Wait, a fake Yugoslavian isn't a language by itself.
Nope. .jpg. It was before that war started. It's now called Serbo-Croatian. But anyway, I called my ex-girl. She's Serbian and asked her what it could mean. Maybe it's a saying or something. So she asked me to say exactly what I did here. I told her it was something like Krivakamna, but he says something before it what I could not understand. Something like match or like it.
The fuck?
Well, now for the WTF part.
He said he was Bosnian, right?
He probably was talking slang Bosnian. Zemaj, not match. Zemaj, as in between. Yes, he was Bosnian. So now we had in between crooked rocks or something. Now, and this stunned me, her dad was overhearing us and started laughing. He said that Kriva and Kamna was old slang for two villages. This is where we got disconnected, could get her on the phone since. So I started looking for those villages and found something very close like it, the names that is. Kravaja and Kamnica.
Dozens of Kamnages out there.
So now there should be something in between Kravaja and Kamnica. This is where he could be found. If any truth can be in dreams, that is. Check this. Do not zoom in or out yet, please. You see that lonesome house on that patch of land. On the hill to the woods. No neighbors close or anything, just as he said. Can you open the image?
Yeah, I saw it. This whole thing is just too weird.
Well, this could be it. How stupid it probably sounds. His friend was not with him, BTW. At least, he said he was alone.
I hope that you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. If you enjoyed tonight's story, then please subscribe to the channel as more green texts will appear daily. A new broadcast will appear when the clock strikes midnight Central Time.
Remember to check out the Odyssey page in the description for a second archive of the channel's videos.